Welcome to the Incoherent Podcast. Welcome back to episode 9 of the Incoherent Podcast. Zach, Hoover, how your day been?
Not too bad. How's your day been?
Could have been better if we picked some winners in the Melbourne Cup, but we didn't.
Well, we had one winner, it wasn't in by itself.
But it wasn't. And then when I found out that Zach was going to put $3 on the nose of each one that we picked.
Yeah, that would have been all right.
It would have been better than picking mysteries. We'll see how we go next year. This Melbourne Cup's done and send them all off to the factory to make some dog meat.
Yeah, well, I nearly forgot to post the horses onto Facebook until I was on my way out into the pit this morning. I did get it done before I got into my truck.
Horses picked, we picked first and last, so one at each end of the spectrum.
It happens. But start again this week, back to zero. We'll do our predictions at the end, though. Main thing that came out of this week was the Katoa incident with his head knock in the warm-up. That was ridiculous that they let him play. Like, even just seeing the footage from the warm-up, he was out. Any normal game, that would have been straight to the sheds, in for a shower. So I don't understand why they've put him in there, because there'll be heaps of legal action that will go up if it gets any worse. And he can't play again.
I don't know how true it is, but I did hear him say because it was so far out from that it wasn't classed as like under the head knock rule before, as in a game style. But still, it was in the warm up, so that's still classed as game day.
And even if he takes that first head knock, passes it so far out from the game, that first one that happened during the game should have ruled him out.
I think the whole thing comes back to duty of care from the coach and staff and just common sense, really. Like, at the end of the day, it's a game of footy. To drain some fluid off someone's brain, that's pretty serious. Concussion's probably one of the things that I really worry about with my kids playing footy and stuff. And I used to always play footy. I love it. I haven't got a problem with me kids playing footy, other than that does scare me with all the stuff that we know about concussion now.
Well, especially if you used to turn up the footy. I don't know about playing that real well.
I was going to say, especially if they follow Jono's ways of playing football. The day that I came out to watch him play football, I sat on the sideline, cheered this guy, thinking it was Jono, going, "Oh yeah, he's going pretty good." He came on, made one tackle, got knocked out, and that was him done for the game.
Yeah,
I didn't get knocked out. I was concussed.
You had an egg on your head because you came over to me after the game. You're like, "Oh, did you see me?" I'm like, "Yeah, you played really good." He goes, "No," he said, "I was that bloke on the ground on the other side." I'm like, "Oh, right." I said, "You were only on there 5 minutes." He goes, "Wasn't even that."
No, it wasn't. I went into the line, went to make a tackle and swung around and hit one of my own players. We both freaking had a head knock. And I freaking got rocked and just hit the ground, and they pulled me straight off the field. That's what happened. I was told to come off the field. And then I'm standing there, I'm spinning and shit. I'm like, nah, they're probably right. Like, I didn't play. I think I can't even remember if I played after that game, to be honest. Because I think that was about the time that I realised, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be doing this. I just went in training one day. I said, yeah, no, I shouldn't be on the field. I think I got to that point where I was just standing there and I'm like, I really shouldn't be playing. Oh, no, my last game was against Maitland. I played that whole game. I remember that one. Yeah. I was on the wing. Slowest wing you've ever seen.
You probably should have retired back in 2006. That was the last time you scored a try.
It wasn't supposed to be a try. You fucked up. I just made it look.
No, I was just a good hooker. Pick the right line.
I made your fuck up look good. So I was only ever good for me goal kicking anyway. But yeah. Did you get around any other sport this week? Australia won the Ashes.
I heard it on the radio.
Yeah.
That was it. I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah, I didn't get up for game 2. Game 1 was late enough, and time I got home Friday night from working away, I was just it could not be stuff getting back up
There
Saturday
was no
night.
way I was getting up for it. I've had a horrendous week, so I kind of needed me sleep, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not helping your beauty.
Yeah. So do we reckon they go 3-0 this week, or because England got closer last week?
I think there's debutants this week.
I hope there's debutants this week because they probably deserve it. They're over there, they're doing it, they've done the job. Give them a go.
This series is wrapped up. The way I look at it, next year we're coming into that World Cup and we lose Cleary. Moses is definitely capable of stepping up and halfback, but you'd see Ethan Strange and that be rewarded with a start. Jacob Preston, probably one of the best back rowers going around this year. He definitely deserves a go. Like, give Hudson Young a break. He played all final series and played a couple of weeks of it anyway. But yeah, Preston's I rate him as a back rower and it's good. Who knows whether Crichton's going to be there next year or whether he moves on. So blooding another back rower in before the World Cup will be handy.
Yeah, Angus Crichton.
Yeah.
Not Stephen Crichton.
Well,
I think I was the only person who got confused then.
Yeah, you're definitely the only person that got confused by that.
A few little brawls happening and stuff like that. Kevy said it was an old school test.
Good. I'm all for it. When it comes to international football, obviously if it escalates and gets too out of control, fair enough. But if it's a bit of push and shove, I think it adds to it. Let it go.
Yeah. I like when it gets fiery and they start taking it personal and stuff like that. But I'm at the point where I don't really think that you need to be throwing punches and shit now. I wasn't happy with the ruling when they changed it.
That's because you could never throw a punch and save yourself.
I still can't.
You used to catch them all.
Yeah.
No,
I was too busy running away.
That's right. First game of the season against Dungog and Johnson's off. Gone, out of there.
Why do you think I used to hang out with Zach so much? I didn't need the fight.
I had to learn to fight for two of us.
Yeah. And I was just a smart ass who used to friggin' start it. PNG put Fiji to the sword too. I feel sorry for Fiji. They had a lot of players pull out, so they were a little bit under strength. But I thought they'd put in a bit better performance with how they've been going, but they're not quite there where Tonga and Samoa are, I suppose, in the scheme of things. So, and I did read the other day, next year's World Cup's a reduced World Cup, so there's only like 12 teams in it or something. There's not very many at all. So,
I even think Tonga didn't even play what they're known to be playing as.
no,
Like they were pretty poor, I reckon, so far.
That's what I was going to say as well. That New Zealand put on a pretty good go of it. Like, New Zealand are a good team, but I think that the legs are just getting older in some of those Tongan players. That they're slowing down a little bit. I want them to be good, but I think Samoa's got Tonga covered as a lineup.
But even look at the New Zealand team. Like they're not young players either.
No.
But I think just New Zealand's got the experience.
I actually don't think Kieran Foran played too bad. I think he could still offer for an NRL club, to be honest.
He played really good, I reckon, Kieran Foran. But
yeah. Well, he's
always played like a go out, put his heart on in every play, and then get smashed, and then still get up, and then the end of the game, that's him done. He's out for 2-3 days trying to recover.
It's his last game of footy this weekend, so he's going to give it everything. He's been an unbelievable player. He's definitely one of my favourite players growing up, or in the last however long he's played. I love the way that Kieran Foran plays. It just sucks it didn't work out at Parramatta, and he had a fair few injuries and a few problems and stuff like that. So I wish him all the best and hope they send him out a winner, but I think it's going to be a good game of footy on Sunday anyway, either way.
I think Samoa can beat them.
I think Samoa can beat them too.
Yeah.
I thought Samoa could beat them in the first game, but that's the thing with Samoa. Samoa only gets better the more games they play together.
Right.
That's what happened in the last World Cup. They played more games the better they got.
1.5 games under their belt now. They've been in camp together for the last month. I really think Samoa beats New Zealand. I'm not going to put it in my predictions because, well,
anything could happen. It's not a sure thing, and Dylan Brown's playing out of his skin. As a Knights fan, it's good to see. I think
but
watching him the other day that if you give him enough time, I think he could fill that halfback spot if he really needed to. I'd see him give the Sharp a go, but at halfback,
Dane Gagai plays well with a representative jersey on.
Yeah, well, there's that too. That was all the footy this week, anyway. So a bit of cricket on this week, Zach. The 2020.
I hardly caught much sport this week because I was travelling work-wise, but yeah, I managed to catch some A-League.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm done with A-League. I'm going back to my old ways. I can't support it.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, there's something about A-League. It's just growing up watching soccer overseas and we're just so far behind. So
still.
anyway.
No.
Oh yeah, still well and truly.
No, I know that we are.
The women's is a bit different. The Australian women's team, because a lot of those Matildas players are overseas playing, so they're more up to speed with the styles and everything. But yeah, there's not enough. Yeah, I just don't know. I can't get behind the A-League. I think it's disappointing for.
So last week when we were talking about the Ashes and England and all of that, and you said, why do I think that there's such a difference between the two teams? What do you think the difference is between the Socceroos and the rest of the world? Is it literally the A-League's not up to the standard and they're not playing as quality players as what the rest of the world's playing?
Grassroots. Come through the junior systems in Australia as nothing like overseas. It's literally a hobby over here. You get picked up overseas and you go off to camps and get scouted at 8, 9, 10-year-old. Over here, you've nearly got to be. Your family members have got to be involved in senior clubs to get picked up.
Yeah,
it's only going to get. But it's only going to get. That comes down to Football Australia, the expenses, because governing bodies charge from the bottom to pay their elites, where overseas it's the elites that compensate so that the juniors coming through don't pay as much. But I don't see how it fixes. And kids these days, not as many kids want to play sports. Getting them off their devices long enough to go outside and see a bit of sunlight's unreal.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a shame for Australian sports, really.
No, it is. And it's just like I was thinking earlier, because the Wallabies got towed up by England in the rugby union the other day as well. And I was thinking about it at that stage too. Like, Australia used to be good at that, and now they're just, it's not that they're poor, like, they're good enough that they can compete, but they still get tailed up in games. And I think it comes back to the quality of the games that they're playing. I'm pretty sure in England, rugby union's at a lot higher quality and means a lot more over there than, not that it means anymore. If you're a rugby union player, it means something to you to play in the Super League or wherever you want to play, or Super Rugby. I think coming up against quality opposition just makes you that little bit better. And I think it drives you to play that little bit harder. Like, you watch teams that are mid-table and they come up against a Penrith or a Melbourne, and half the time they'll put in a better effort. And I know that happens with the Knights. The Knights will go, not that long ago, went close to beating Penrith just out of nowhere. And it wasn't because they were that great that they should have been, but they went close. And then in other games, they were playing bottom sides that they were getting flogged by. So it just doesn't make sense to me. And I think that a quality opposition brings the best out of players, and you want to prove yourself and stuff. And I think that's where it starts. You prove to yourself that you can play at that level, and continue on from there. Like you see players come from these lower clubs that go and do international games and play with these good players and then come back a completely different player, just like Leo Thompson did at the night. You've got guys who play for New Zealand come back as a different player.
That's the thing, but sometimes it's complacency too. Some of the teams go, oh, yeah, righto, look, we're coming up against an easy team here, so we don't have to play to our full strength. And they go in there, and the next minute, the team that they're playing's going, right, we're trying our best, and we're going to go in there and we're just going to hammer them. And yeah, that's what happened to the Warriors a lot this season, where the big name teams they were playing, they were close games. But then the Titans had it all over the Warriors this year. I think they were just too complacent and gone, oh, well, we don't have to try as hard because this is a walkover game. And then it just got out of control and they just, couldn't catch them back up again.
I think bogey teams are real. Like when you come up, you see teams that, like South has never won in Melbourne, ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think after a while, once you start noticing that statistic that you struggle to beat North Queensland in North Queensland or something like that, you go into that game knowing that plays on your mind mentally, and it can be fatiguing having that sort of thing playing on your mind. That's why I feel you've got to clear your mind of all that shit and just get on and go, this is just another game, and go out and play it. And it'd be the same.
See, that's what I reckon the state of origin is. Because Queensland every year we get origin, and they've drummed it into the Blues that much where it's just.
That's why when we win a series, that's the first thing I write on there. Queensland don't get origin. It's only banter. It's not fucking. But I do understand what they mean by Queensland get origin. They get the passion of it and all of that. And it's not that New South Wales don't get that. It's just they can hold that over us because they've been successful and they've proved that they get what it is. I think New South Wales get what it is. I think they've got the same passion and it's exactly the same for both teams. It just starts playing on your mind after a while, and then when you break through, that's when things can change. The best Queensland team ever assembled starts retiring. Also helps.
But that's the thing,
like Queensland retiring, and then they keep finding more players.
Yeah, but so does New South Wales.
Nah.
Queensland's consistent with their teams. They don't really go and say, "Oh, right, we're going to give this player a shot this time." But if they do that, they'll be playing the next game, and then the next game after that.
Yeah, they persist.
Where Queensland will say, "Right, we're gonna throw a lifeline to this player," but they're going to play him for the whole series. Where New South Wales, they go, "Oh, right, we're going to put Latrell in this week. Oh no, we're going to drop him. We're going to put in Stephen Crichton." Or they swap and change too much. I know there was a lot of injuries and they had to swap players, but see, Queensland's got a smaller area to pick from, really, compared to South Wales.
I think that's a bit of a myth. It used to be just because they only had the Broncos in the competition. They had one team to choose. I think that's a myth now. I think there's enough players throughout the competition to fill those teams, like both of them, pretty evenly. Like it's not as one-sided as what they make it out to be. They've got to always have that underdogs tag from that, but that's not. I think that comes from prior to Origin, where they used to poach all the players from Queensland and bring them down to Sydney, and they had to play for New South Wales. I think that's where that comes from, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why they had the rule that it goes on where you played your first grade game to where you played Origin. But I don't know where you go. New South Wales have got to persist with players, and I don't know where to start. I don't know what you do with Cleary next year.
I think you still pick him. I think you can still pick Cleary and Moses in the halves together. I think they can play together.
I think Moses has got to be in the team.
Yeah.
I think Moses has got to be in the team, but if Ethan Strange gets picked to play this week for Australia and he can kill it at international level, I think he's got to be seriously in the mix for that 6 jersey if he starts next season the way he played this year.
Yeah. I think if Cleary and Moses are both healthy, I think you pick them. They've got the experience. They're in their prime.
I still don't see where Cleary's done enough in that Origin arena to warrant keep getting selected.
I think it's the Panthers' background. Really,
I think it's just because he doesn't have to do as much. He doesn't have to pull it onto his shoulders because he's got quality players around him that do the job that need to be. He doesn't have to.
This year, when the series was on the line, we needed our halfback to stand up, and he didn't.
Yeah, I think next year that they could pick the same players and just change the game plan or something like that. It'd make a difference if they come up with a better game plan. I don't think the teams that they picked were bad teams.
No, the teams weren't that bad, but they've got enough experience out in that field, enough big game experience with the Penrith players and all the grand finals they've been at that they should have been able to adjust plan on the fly to overcome Queensland. Queensland weren't that good. Tommy Dearden played great.
I don't know if players really do change on the fly that anymore. I think it's all just structured. It's just through the structures. They follow their structures, follow their game plan, and then they find it hard to pivot to do something else. Where Cam Smith and Jonathan Thurston and Andrew Johns used to be able to identify something and then just change the complete makeup of the game.
Queensland done it this year with Munster out there.
Yeah.
They watched that first game. The second game, New South Wales was still on top of them.
No, but I'm talking about
changed the way their structures were in that game to come over top of us in game 2. And then they went on to win. So I don't know. They put Cleary in the big conversation to be the best halfback to ever play the game, but he can't do those things that his predecessors do.
I don't think he's there yet.
No.
I don't think he is. I think everyone got a bit excited and thought he was going to, but I don't think he's quite there yet.
If they won the grand final this year, he'd be pretty damn close, I reckon, to getting close to that status. But
yeah, but that Penrith team this year is still probably just as good as any of the other teams that Johnsy played in or Thurston played in at the Cowboys. Like that team that Thurston come out of, like there was a lot of games Thurston had to put the Cowboys on his back to drag them to victory. Cleary doesn't have to do that at Penrith.
Yeah.
He's got a fair few superstars around him and a lot of players that can take the role as well.
Yeah.
So Isaiah Yeo plays as an extra half. You see him a lot, just be that pivot, be that ball player, and it gives Cleary a break. And
that's why I'd like the idea of me teams having that 4-playing lock, is because it does take the pressure off. Once the defense starts jamming in on the halfback or starts jamming in on one of them, then they've got another player to worry about. And you just want to have options so that the defense has more than one thing that they're thinking about. If you've got one good player, which is what the Knights struggled with, they had Ponga. They knew everything was going through Ponga. There was no alternative. There was no one else to go to. And then once you start putting these other players in that they can go to and start becoming a threat, they've got to worry about them. They can't keep their eyes on Ponga the whole time, and then it frees him up to give him more room to be able to do what he does best. And that's why I like having Sharp around the ruck, around that ball, is because he can take off and make space for himself out of nothing as it is. So they've got to watch him. And then they've got to watch Ponga as well out the back off him. And then Ponga can throw a friggin' unbelievable cutout pass to hit an open winger. Or he can identify that there's space and he needs to go himself. And he's lightning fast when he accelerates. And now you're putting Dylan Brown into that as well. Watching Dylan Brown the other day, once he's given space and the time that he needs to be able to make a decision, he doesn't make it that quickly. But when you've got a defence up on you, there's not many halves that actually do that. They're just given more time from their forwards and that. or from the people inside him that are running the right lines and quick play the balls and, getting the defence on their back foot.
If
you give him time, and he's an unbelievable player, and he's shown that the last 2 games he's played for New Zealand.
But is Dylan Brown's structure is going to change going to the Knights? If they want him to play 7, is he going to be a ball running 7, or is he going to play a conventional team steering 7?
He's going to have to. He's going to have to steer that team.
Somebody's got to. You can't have Brown running.
I think Ponga
Fletcher
can steer it.
Ponga running. But you still want Ponga to take off and make space, and because him going is going to give Fletch more room, and that's the only drama I see with Fletch, Brown, and Sandon Smith. Like Sandon Smith is your game managing half. Coming out of that Rooster system, he's had to do it, and yeah, I don't know. It's a good headache for Knights. And Holbrook's got some
100%.
thinking to do over the next few months, but one of them 3 is either got to miss out and play the 14 role, or Sandon goes to 9, perhaps. I don't know.
I reckon they'll sit Fletcher Sharp out as 14.
No, I was watching Fox News before, and Holbrook said that he'll definitely be in the starting side. And I read today that in that interview, he said that Fletch would be in the halves.
Yeah, righto.
So I think they are going for a Fletch Brown halves. And he also said that Sandon can play 9 just as well as he plays 7. Yeah. So I think that's what they're leaning to. And he also said that it's been good watching Phoenix Crosland play 9 with Brown and seeing that link there. But he said that Crosland's just as good a 13 as he is a 9. So I think that was a pretty good clue. Like, he did say that he hasn't made his mind up yet, but that whole structure of that conversation was that Phoenix 13, Sandon 9, Fletch and Brown in 6 and 7.
Well, you could nearly run Phoenix as 14, and he could fill into most of those positions, but off the bench as well. Really?
Yeah. Well, he's been starting at hooker, and then he goes to 13, and friggin' Brayley had come in.
Sandon Smith to 13 give you ball playing and kicking ability.
I don't know. Crosland's pretty good 13.
Yeah, but...
and Sandon can kick out a dummy half. That takes pressure off the halves as well. Like, just every now and then putting that kick in, just like Cameron Smith or a friggin' Harry Grant. They just take their moments, put in a kick, change the pace of the game, know when to find the sideline, when to keep it in play, kick a 40-20. I think you're right. It's a good headache to have. And it's just trying to get that team to work well together and gel together. And there's not that many positions in that team that I'd change, to be honest.
Once he picks his spine, I think he's got to persist with them right through the Origin period.
Yeah.
If it's not working come Origin, maybe then start tinkering. You can have some training sessions where they're playing in different roles, whatnot, but I think come game day, they've got to have that system in place, playing that same position week in, week out.
And injuries are going to come. Yeah, injuries will be the biggest problem, because the depth's probably the biggest problem at Newcastle. And the thing is, we don't have much money to free up for depth.
Well, that's the thing. If Kalen goes how he did this season and out, you got to put Fletcher back into fullback, and then there you go. There's your 3 other players back in their positions.
I wouldn't move Sharp back to 1. I'd move Fletcher Hunt from the wing to 1.
Well, I don't think Hunt's going to be on the wing. I think it's going to be Margie on Young again. And then you got Gagai and Best as the centres.
Yeah, well, you can't put Gagai back there. Like, he struggled this season back.
No, I don't think you're putting him at fullback.
There was too much pressure on him.
Yeah, during a game, I'm probably dropping Fletch back to fullback. But what I mean is, like, going into the next week after it's happened.
That all depends on who your 14 is, though.
Well, I'd say it'd be
14's got to have the ability to come out to either play 6 or 9.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Arthur's.
So, yeah.
I think it's going to be Arthur's that's going to be the 14 to come and swap Sandon out. I don't think Sandon's going to be an 80-minute hooker. Yeah. Well, onto some NFL news. The Ravens went back-to-back, finally. So we're starting to come good.
Yeah. They'll lose this week.
Playing the Vikings, they could go either way. The Vikings either play really, really shit or they play really, really good. So
yeah, Ravens
I don't know.
Get beat.
Either way, I'll get to watch the game this week, hopefully. So I don't think I have anything else on. But onto some gaming stuff. We haven't done much gaming stuff. Hoover, you have been looking at a PlayStation 5.
Yes.
And is your wife mad at you for it?
Look, she did say, why are you getting another one when you don't play the other one? But I think, if I just get it without her knowing and then just pay for it afterwards.
I think you missed your opportunity and should have gave it to her for her birthday.
No, she got enough for her birthday.
Tell her to think of a pre-engagement present. Promise ring, but PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking.
It's probably best you don't say it. Zoe will bash you.
Yeah. You'll go hide down. You'll go hide down the backyard. Yeah, you'll be down the backyard again hiding.
I didn't even have anything to do with that. I nearly got my head punched in. I'm the one sitting there going, "Oh, this is a bad idea," and you're like, "No, you'd be right," and then he did it. I think she literally believed it was my idea, and then she's only recently realised that it wasn't. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. But the funny thing was about the PlayStation. I was sitting there talking to Bray last night, and I said, "I know who to ask about this." I said, "I'll put it on the podcast chat," and I said, "I bet you they'll get back to me straight away." And then next minute, I'm just getting fired messages from both of yous. He goes, "How'd you know they were going to do that?" I said, "They've been on to me about getting one."
I wasn't even going to reply, man. I'm just trying to watch me fucking show on my phone, and fucking Hoover's getting a PlayStation. It said that's not. Yeah, it's probably a better PlayStation. So
it's better than our one. Our one's are the original one, so that's got a 1 terabyte memory in it, so you can store more games on it.
Yeah, but that means nothing to me. That's why I asked you.
You'll know about it. It won't let you load any more games on because PS5 games have to be loaded onto the system. PS4 games you can put onto an external hard drive you can plug in. That's the drama that we have. We've only got 500 gig each, so it fills up very quickly, and that's why with some of the games we say about the size of them, COD and that, they're massive games and they take up majority of your storage. So all you have to do,
you'll get 3 games where we've only got have 1.
Yeah. Yeah, because the system runs better with the more space it's got for storage and stuff as well.
But with all your PlayStation Plus games and stuff, if they've PS4 games, I straight to my hard drive and just run them off there. I don't put them on the PlayStation. Yep.
You can also transfer your PS5 games onto the external hard drive. You just can't play them, and it's quicker to reload onto your PlayStation if you need to.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Zach got Battlefield 6 this week.
It did.
Did it blow you away?
No.
Why?
It just didn't.
It's
I don't know.
Good.
I think you hyped it up a bit too much. Like,
really don't think I did.
It's good gameplay. It's whatnot. I don't know. It's just I'm only an hour into it, so
yeah, no. Once you build it up and start getting back into the swing of playing a Battlefield game, I reckon you'll get the hang of it again. But the one thing I can't wait for is all the COD players when the new COD comes out that they go and play COD, because then you got the players that'll actually play Battlefield, because it is far better when you've got players that are playing for the objective and reviving and actually understand what's going on rather than just respawn, because it gets really fucking annoying. And I pretty much don't care if I win or lose matches now. I just try to work on building up all my stats and shit. So, but the Red Sec one, so the Battle Royale one, I actually really enjoy that as well. That's really good. Once I get you onto that, so
that's what I was playing before. So
yeah, but the gauntlet mode, I really like the gauntlet mode. That's really fun to play. Really fun.
Can you get around it? Can you?
I can get around it. If everyone could just go onto the Facebook page and let us know whether your Zach's new catchphrase of "get around it," let us know. He reckons it's his new thing. So I did see in some news today that the next gen PS6, next Xbox, is looking likely to release for November 2027, which is the year after next. I'm probably excited about it. I do like a new console.
Yeah. I think I'll be the same as what I did with the 5. I'll probably let it just come out. All the bugs will get fixed, and then I'll get a second or third crack at it. I think it'll be a little bit different because of all the COVID bullshit last time, but
yeah,
I think there'll be a lot more ready available, and there probably won't be as many bugs with the 6 as what there was with the 5 when they first come out.
No, I think there will. It's the same with new games. They always get a first day patch and try to clear up bugs, and then they spend ages cleaning up the bugs and stuff. I think it'll be still usable, but I didn't actually think about bugs. But I'm pretty sure that I'll be pre-ordering one as soon as I can pre-order one this time. I got lucky last time that you couldn't get them, and then I just walked into EB one day and she just said, "Oh, we're taking pre-orders or whatever," and I ended up with one a week later. I ended up really lucky because I sort of wished I didn't wait because I was worried I wasn't going to get one. And by the time I did get one, that it'd be at this stage where they're already announcing the next one. I think I'll pre-order it as soon as it's available, to be honest. And what they're talking about, the Xbox, I'll probably have one of them on pre-order as well. And I've never bought an Xbox because it absolutely fascinates me that it's basically going to be a PC and you're going to be able to play Steam games and stuff, because that's the one thing that I've always had dramas with is I wanted a gaming PC so I can play PC games that aren't on the PlayStation or on the console. I have to wait for a watered down version to come to console for some of the games, not all of the games, but yeah.
Back in Rust.
Not Rust.
I mean, it's got the Xbox, and I don't mind it. I just don't. I've never really liked the controllers.
I've never liked the controller either, but I'm pretty sure the last one wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they were a little bit more slimline. They were a little bit more similar to the PlayStation, but in saying that, the PS5 controllers are a bit bulkier compared to the 4s and the 3s and the.
I like the PS5 controllers with the motors and shit in them.
Yeah, well,
I like the triggers on the back where they can put the force on them and stuff like that. This is all stuff that Hoover wouldn't know about, eh?
No, well, I watched a little bit there. Do they vibrate and everything now?
Yeah.
Controllers have vibrated for a while, man.
Well, there you go.
No, vibration's been around since like PS1.
But the
triggers on the back, have motors on them, so you've got they'll stiffen up when you push them. When you get your PS5, it'll have a game on there called Astrobots, and it's a kids game. It is the best game you can play on PS5 because it shows you exactly what you can do with it and exactly what the controller is meant to do. It's just a lot of games don't implement it. It's pretty cool.
I think
if you're still unsure about actually buying one and going through with it, come up here. We'll play golf a day, and I'll let you play the PlayStation. I'll let you play that game for however long you want to, and you'll go home and buy one. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. You play that Astrobot game, and you'll go home and you'll buy a PS5, and you'll sit there and you'll play that game for. I've nearly finished that game. I don't finish games. I get bored with games, and I sat there for ages playing that, and I'd already bought PS5 games to go with it to play, and I wasn't playing them. I was just playing Astrobot. Even Bodie loves that Astrobot game. He wants to play the robot game all the time.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. If you're up here and play golf or whatever, you can come around to my place. I'll throw you on the VR, and I'll throw you on that game.
Yeah.
And you'll buy one.
Bit of
I'll
Resident
bring
Evil.
Zoe with you. She can play it too. She'll want it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Resident Evil in the VR.
Yeah, I'll throw you. Yeah. No.
Just turn the fans off.
Yeah, no fans. No.
Yeah.
I really wish they'd bring fucking that golf game to the PS5 for VR. That thing looks so cool. So it's Golf Plus or something. You can get it on the computer, but you can't get it on PlayStation. They're supposed to be converting it, and they didn't. It looks so good to play. You can play all the courses around the world and everything. Because that mini golf game that I was playing when I cut my finger off, that's freaking really cool. Literally
I'm
playing
interested with the new Xbox system with all those VR capabilities with PCs going to be available on console as well.
Well, I'd say so. The thing that came out the other day about it, that's only leaked stuff from Microsoft.
Yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, I did do a little bit more looking into the MetaQuest. That's on me to buy list.
You just want to play cricket.
I do. I really do.
Yeah. You know what I did say? I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but I think it might be true, is Red Dead Redemption 3. Can you get around that, Zach?
I can get around it. I did like 1 and 2, and I did see something the other day about a third one. So,
yeah. No, yeah. I seen the other day that it's already in production or everything. It might come out in 10 years' time. It'll be probably first game PS6, but...
Yeah, well, I've been waiting to see a bit more about it before I really look into it. But I don't know. I do like an open world game, but yeah.
I love an open world game. And I was thinking today, because I was coming up with stuff to talk about in this podcast and that, and I'm like, well, maybe I should ask the boys, what game would you like to see made that would just suit you, that you'd sit there and tinker with? Like, what sort of game would it be? And I was sitting there thinking, I think a first person post like nuclear, sort of like Fallout, but you got to like rebuild a community and fucking do the whole survival thing and stuff like that from scratch. And, like the survival games like Ark and shit. No, like Ark. First, like survival stuff like in Ark, but have it around that post, like have the same stuff as you have in Ark, where you like build your things and build up and, grind and go through the levels and everything. But it's post-apocalyptic.
Rust.
No, not Rust. Stop saying Rust.
It's the best survival game out.
No.
Yeah, so mine would definitely be survival, but yeah.
Surprised it's not a post-apocalyptic dinosaur cricket game.
Well, maybe dinosaur football.
Dinosaur
T-Rex, football? T-Rexes versus some...
Yeah. Some what?
Maybe some Gigantoraptors running down the wing.
I was going to say, can you spell that and can you use it in a sentence for us?
Wait, you reckon when he gets his PS5, we should throw him into Ark? Just not explain anything to him, just throw him in there and just see how he goes.
Well, no, because you get all hyped up, you play Ark for a week, and then you fuck off.
And what other games to play?
And then I just get left there in this...
I just building the compounds and shit.
Yeah, and then you just leave. And I've got all these dinosaurs to feed and fucking look after and raise and go and collect all my artifacts, ready to fucking zoom off into the next world. And Johnson's gone. He's fucking chopping his finger off.
So it's like being at home, feeding all the dinosaurs, the kids.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And then zooming off for work.
There's a little bit less screaming.
Hoover's going to get off there. Just realise he has 2% of battery on his phone because he's forgot to plug it in again, and try to Google what Ark is so he can watch it.
I've got 14% at the moment.
But yeah, something that I've always said, Call of the Wild, but survival.
Yeah.
So I did Call of the Wild. I think it was a well-made game.
I still
that
do love. Yeah, I think
into a
Call of the Wild's
survival
still the
game.
best. It's still the best hunting game there is.
Oh,
I don't think there's any better hunting game. And we spent a lot of hours playing that and grinding it. And I can
And then
easily go back and play it.
PS5 come out, and I couldn't do it again.
I'd just really love to see him make a Call of the Wild 2. If they did that, I'm pre-ordering it. Upgraded graphics. You know, they've got a lot there that they can convert into it, or at least put Call of the Wild through, you know, a new graphics thing on it like they did with Ark. Even if they just did that, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
There was a massive difference with that when it did.
When I Call of the Wild on PS5's different to PS4 graphics wise, so if they remastered it to be PS5 only, I think it'd be a lot better.
No, I could do that. The only thing that'd be disappointing is all the DLCs that we've downloaded and bought over the time of playing it.
Just have to buy them again. Did it with Ark.
And Hoover, if you get your PS5, that game is free on the PlayStation Store when you get your subscription thing.
Yeah, righto.
You'd probably actually really like that game.
Look, I'm probably still like 2 weeks away, I reckon.
Oh, it's all right. Heaps of time. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
How long you got off?
Your birthday soon?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks off.
Hoover's was before my birthday.
Was it? Oh, it's James's birthday that's in November.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
You're not invited to his party.
I'm not invited.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, he didn't invite me last year.
It doesn't matter. I'm working anyway.
I just showed up.
Hey, I was talking to him on the phone there yesterday. I said, just so you know, too, I said, I can't make this weekend. I'm working. And he goes, why? What's this weekend? I'm like, don't worry. And he goes, no, what's this weekend? I said, your birthday party. And he's like, I totally forgot about that. I'm like, yeah. I said, I can't make it. I'm working. He goes, oh, righto, all good. I didn't remember it anyway.
Yeah, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
You walk out of the house and go, what are all those people here for?
He's a Broncos supporter, so...
Yeah. So, Hoover. I've sort of talked to Zach about it. I've come up with an idea, and this is why I've been asking about finding a date for us to go play golf. I was actually thinking that because I'm going through to try and set up a YouTube channel to put this on.
He's going through menopause.
There's another way of getting our content out and stuff like that. I thought, why not? We used to have the Rum Cup that we used to play for, but you've got that you didn't earn. But you can keep
I earned it.
You can keep that, and I'm going to go and buy a new one, and it's going to be the Incoherent Trophy. And we go play golf, and winner gets the Incoherent Trophy and bragging rights on the podcast. But I was also looking at, when we do it, I was going to see if I can get a GoPro from the old girl and video it and put it up as a bit of a vlog on YouTube.
Well, what was that game that you said the hunting game? The
Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild. So if we give you the GoPro, they'll think you're the Call of the Wild because you always hit into the trees. For golf, you'll be off in the trees.
Or still on the tee box.
Whatever. You haven't seen my new driver.
I have.
You have. Hoover hasn't.
You can't hit it any better.
Sure can. Sometime.
When?
I'm playing golf on Friday. Just so you know, I'm practicing for the cup.
You've been practicing for the last 8 years.
No, but I thought that we could have the Incoherent Trophy there, and if we get up and decide one day that we want to go go-karting, winner gets the trophy. So whatever competition that we do...
There is no competition with you.
We'll find a sport I'm good at. I'm pretty good at darts.
Pretty much golf, it's just going to go back and forth between me and Zach.
We'll play mini golf if it means I win it. We'll play Battlefield. Come play Battlefield 6 for the trophy.
You
We'll
can't
stream
putt.
that on YouTube. Yeah, that's We'll start streaming on there. I'm not going to show you this. You've got nothing. You can get footy so I can smash you as the Knights while you're the Warriors as well. But do you like that idea?
Yeah, fucking oath.
Like that? Thought it would create a little bit of banner. So Zach's got to see whether or not we can play on the 30th from his wife because he's got to ask permission. So, yeah.
Well, that's a Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Sunday. That's a Sunday because you work through the week.
Yeah, well, I got the Friday off. That one, but I can't play. I can't play on the Friday. No way.
No, you already. No, that's the week before, isn't it?
The 28th I got off work, and then that's the Friday. Then the Sunday's the 30th.
Yeah. No, that's all good. Zach, find out what you can do, and then we'll come up with a location and all of that, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. I can see if I can edit video. I can make a movie.
Fuck.
We're only 9 episodes in, and we're already making movies.
Yeah, and then they'll see our fucking ugly faces, and they'll be like, "No, fuck this, we're out."
Well, we're still gonna blur you out.
Yeah, you got to be that unknown face.
So, Hoover's actually got a modelling career going on in the background.
Yeah, no, we've come up with a thing. We're going to do a frigging thing, have a video there, and they have things come up, and it'll say Hoover, 100, it'll be 98 kilos, 6 foot tall, thinks that he's a male model.
Yeah, my occupation is a dentist. They always cut their face out.
That's just making sure the glove still fits.
I was going to put Zach's down as thinks he's the greatest multi-sport athlete to come out of the Hunter Valley because he tells me that all the time.
Multiple wins, okay? It's not my fault you sucked at sport.
I've got multiple wins too.
In one code?
No.
Well, 2. Actually, I suppose we gifted you one in soccer and you come along for the ride in football, so yeah.
I don't care. I've got 2 medals that say I won a premiership in 2 different sports.
Yeah, but you can't win the Incoherent
Trophy. You add the Incoherent Trophy to that.
So, couldn't win the Rum Cup.
I think I'm good enough to beat you. I think I'm good enough.
Are you going to supply some left-handed gloves and clubs for us to play? That's the only way you're beating us.
Yeah, lefties.
No. Are we ready for our predictions?
We are.
I got 4 to pick from. I only need 2, but I've picked 4.
Well, I just put them in. It's not going to make it any worse. So our predictions are brought to you by Crosshair Pipe and Excavation. For your needs in pipe laying, poly welding or excavations, head over there on their Facebook page and get in contact with Zach and he'll get back to you and let you know if he can help you out. So, Hoover, you won last week, so you can go first. Plus, you wasn't here last week, so you can go first.
Yeah, righto then. I have gone AFLW. I've gone the Adelaide Crows over St Kilda. And then I've gone another NFL. I'm jumping on the bandwagon of the 49ers. So I'm going to go the 49ers to beat the Los Angeles Rams.
I think the Los Angeles Rams are going to flog the 49ers, but we'll go with it.
But
I could be wrong.
When I've been tipping the NFL, I've always been going like favourites. And it's always been the underdogs, the not favourites that are winning.
Yeah. So. Except this week. I'm leading the NFL tipping comp. I average 10 out of 16 games every week.
Yeah, but you're the only one in it, so that's why you're leading it.
No, I'm not. There's 20 people. Probably know more about NFL than I do.
Yeah.
It's all right. My wife won our NRL one, so...
Yeah, she cheated.
She didn't cheat.
She cheated.
She flogged us and then put the friggin'... She didn't even have to put the friggin' the Joker on.
Yeah.
Just to brag.
She flogged you.
Yeah. She didn't flog me. She was only a couple of points in front of me. And there was 2 weeks in a row there where Zach rang me going, "Oh, what have you tipped this week?" And I'm like, nothing. I better put him in now. And I already missed 2 games. And Zach's like, "That's all right because I'm only a couple of points behind you." Then the next minute I just started pulling away from Zach.
Yeah, then I forgot to put my tips in.
Yeah. That's what your excuse was too, Jono, wasn't it? Forgot to put the tips in.
Yeah, Johnson forgot from round 6 onwards.
Yeah, something like that. So this week I'm going the Bills to beat the Miami Dolphins and the Lions to beat the Washington Commanders. So two very, very good teams that will probably top their divisions, if I'm being honest, and a big chance of heading to the Super Bowl and meeting in the Super Bowl, which I think would be a pretty decent game, if I'm not lying. So, yeah. Zach, what do you got?
Bit of a mixed bag this week. Orlando Magic to win tomorrow morning in the NBA.
The American NBA?
No, not that one. New Zealand to beat Scotland in the Union on Sunday. Yeah, New Zealand's one of them. Yeah, they're just good at rugby. But then I've also got Arsenal to beat Sunderland in the EPL. I think they'll back up.
I'm staying away from EPL. Too many draws.
Yeah, you're probably right. And then I like Adelaide 36ers. I'm back on the 36ers again. Australian NBA.
It's NBL.
I know what it is, but I also know that it burns your bridge.
It just annoys me.
Hey, that's one thing too I want to bring up there. A couple of weeks back when I did do the EPL and I tipped Burnley over the Wolves, and then next minute he's like, "No, it's going to be a draw." You know who won that game?
Yeah, the Wolves.
No, Burnley won the game.
You can blame Zach for that. I don't think I'd ever.
Hang on. United's going to win though, isn't it, Johnson?
No, that's why I'm staying away from. That's why I'm staying in NFL.
Did United win last week?
That's why I'm staying with NFL. I'm staying with something that I sort of know instead of something I don't know.
What did I tell you last week?
No, me and you shit.
United get beat by bottom teams.
Better draw.
They managed to score in the 89th minute to save a point. So, but yeah, I couldn't really decide. So, there me 4 tips this week.
All right, you can put 4 tips in. Hey,
I was going to say we'll discuss it after, but yeah, you could probably substitute one of mine if you want.
The AFL
the 49ers are in.
No, the AFL one. I don't trust your AFL picks. You haven't got an AFL one right yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all had. Zach's had 2 wins in the betting, and I've had 1, and you've had 1. So we've got to link up eventually, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it does, we're probably.
And eventually we'll get on to hockey.
I actually looked earlier.
I looked at table tennis.
I might have a 3rd one yet.
Yeah. I looked at table tennis, but the only problem is table tennis is too quick.
Forrest Gump wasn't playing.
So the problem is we're recording this on a Tuesday and all the games are played tomorrow before the podcast actually comes out.
Yeah.
A lot of the American games. The Orlando Magic game is. The others aren't.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, should I?
No, you don't.
Fuck it. Hey?
Wrong.
They must play all their games on a friggin' Tuesday.
No, we'll see. It's a little bit
Anaheim
Monday.
Ducks are not going to win.
The what?
The Ducks are not going to win.
They're not even on here. I was going to go friggin' Dallas Stars over the Oilers. Put me down for the Stars. Hockey.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. That did me 3 picks. I've got the Bills, Lions, and the Stars. Why? You got to pick 4.
What are we doing? Going for a big multi this week?
Yeah.
Well, I'll find another one too, but I can't do it at the moment.
Well, what do you want to look at? What sport do you want? I'll give you some odds. You got ice hockey. You got the Utah Mammoth up against the Buffalo Sabres. The Mammoths are the $1.80 favourites. They're $2. Philadelphia Flyers, Montreal Canadiens.
Never watched a game of ice hockey in your life, have you, Hoover?
Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders. Hey?
I've watched the Mighty Ducks.
Quack.
Yeah.
What do you want to get on?
Quack. Quack, quack.
Anaheim Ducks play the Florida Panthers, and I'd probably pick the Florida Panthers in that because I know they're good.
You know what's funny? I did see an AFL one there earlier, the girls' AFL. One of the teams was $1.60 something, and the other one was $12.70. I'm thinking, oh, $12.70 sounds good.
No, don't do that. We want to win. Fuck. Yeah, the Ducks play the Panthers. I'd probably pick the Panthers. They're $1.69 and the Ducks are at $2.18.
Is Cleary in or out?
Don't know. Hang on, I'll have a quick look.
I'm not sure if it's released yet.
I haven't seen teams, but I also haven't
think it's
looked
tomorrow.
since I don't know. I think they've been doing it on Tuesdays. The Pacific Cup teams have been released, but they should be pretty straightforward.
I did think about backing Australia in, but
no, they haven't released the team yet.
Samoa to beat New Zealand, Hoover.
No, I'm still New Zealand. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. You don't have to pick more.
Nah, I'm not going next. I'm confident with me 49ers.
Yes, well.
All right. So you got that now, Zach?
I have 36ers to win, Arsenal to win, New Zealand to beat Scotland, Orlando Magic to win, Crows to win, 49ers to beat Rams, Bills to win. That's all.
No, you need the Lions and the Stars.
Lions to win. And that's it.
Stars.
Stars what?
Dallas Stars to win against the Oilers.
I told you earlier, you're putting all the bets on.
Yeah, you got to send in your money.
You got to start it.
You got to send the link.
Yeah, I'll do.
That's right, Peanut. I did see Peanut earlier, actually, when I went to the bottle.
Yeah, whatever. All right. You got anything else for this week you just want to talk about? Thanks for joining us this week. Sorry if it was a little bit more relaxed this week more than anything. It'd be interesting to see how it turned out, but it's bye from us anyway.
Yeah, see ya.
No, it's Hoover.
See ya.
It wasn't quite as seedy as what you normally do. All right, we'll catch you later.
Can get around it.
Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent Podcast. Thank you. Bye.